We're at the FedEx Forum, where the crowd is on their feet. We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. You look at the Grizzlies. They're trailing 3 games to none. They're hoping for a miracle. They're going to lay it all on the line tonight as they look for their first win of this series.
Well, obviously, guys, they've got an uphill battle. Nobody has ever come back from a 3-0 series deficit. But, you just try to win one game, and you never know what happens. Injury-wise, momentum-wise, a crazy break here or there. Just win this one and give yourself a chance.
Well, their fans certainly haven't given up, Steve. I mean, they're still behind this team 100%. And 3-0 comebacks have happened in hockey and baseball. Maybe it's time for it to happen in basketball.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the backcourt. McDermott and Gasol, a duo at the forward. And it's Jay in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Butler, just 5 on the clock. Here's Rose. That one wide left.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Green, the pass to Gasol. Conley kicks to Green, lets it go from deep, and it's Chicago with the rebound. They are really pleased with the victory on Monday.
Tell you what, the fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. It was a battle, and a really gritty win for that club, Clark.
Tell you what, Steve, they saved their best for last that day. A lot of toughness on display in that overtime.
Here is Conley. After the made shot from Jay. The drive by Green. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Off target from the wing. And Chicago has possession. Jay defended by Gasol. Here's Jay. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Now Conley. Pass to Chapman. The 9-footer's on the mark.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dave Yeager. Doris?
We talked about the uphill battle his team was facing, and he said, I am trying to use the historical perspective of our situation in a different light. We could get down on ourselves, but now we have a chance to make history if we were to come back in these finals. That's one way to look at it, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. Again, Conley missing.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Here's Jay. Misses from short range. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Lee. Shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. The pass to Jay. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
And so here's Memphis, trailing by 2. Dishes it to Gasol. Shot from the low block. The shot is good off the backboard. Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Jay, defended by Gasol. There's the screen. Butler from outside, and he gets it to go. Butler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Gasol setting the pick for Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
It's his first trip to the line. Both free throws good from Green.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Rose passes to Jay. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Memphis on defense. Jay, defended by Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Butler. Gasol with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Green with the ball. Butler covering. Green dishes to Gasol. Conley kicks to Gasol. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in points per game. Such a great play. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. Here's Jay. Good on the 13-footer. Jay's got 8. Well, with that last title, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pop.
Lee against Butler. Lee passes to Chapman, and it's blocked. The Bulls leading by 3. Pass to Jay. Green with the rebound.
Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Green up on top. And he takes that one up and powers it through. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least. And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Cole. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Cole's got his first points of the game. The Bulls have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Jay, guarded by Green. Here's Jay. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Turner. He dishes it to Cole. Pass to Green. From deep, and it's Cole missing. Well, Chicago has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Jay, again Chicago.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's Cole. Memphis moving that ball around. And Gibson sends it back. Adams against Butler. Pass to Jay. .149 left in the first quarter. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Tony Snell's checked in for Butler. .143 left to play in the first. Here's Cole. And another miss by Memphis.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Kicks to Dellavedova. Mirotic dishes to Snell. Fade away. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
And it's Turner off the drive, and the wide-open shot from Green. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. The Bulls leading by 7. Now the pass to Jay. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Dellavedova, an easy 2 points on the layup.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you've got to continue to go to the well.
Now here's Chandler. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Wilson Chandler. Chicago has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Dellavedova kicks to Mirotic, passes it to Jay. From 15 feet away, and it's Chicago scoring again.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Outside Turner. Drive by Adams. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one is no good. Now the dish to Snell. Here's the 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that... Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent defense there. Every shot has either been altered or rejected.
Conley and Lee, they're the backcourt. Wilson Chandler out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Turner in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And Chicago has possession. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Jay in that last game against the Grizzlies was just a man on a mission. He finished with 51 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
Well, let's just say he was really good.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Conley, the pass to Lee. The 10-footer. That's good from Gasol on the assist by Lee. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight. Well, Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Snell, no good.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
And Chicago has possession. They've led by as much as 10. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Well, you look at Jay, you know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. But there's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
Offensive rebound. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
That's a second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Gasol dishes to Lee. Outside Conley. Lee kicks to Turner. Turner missing again. The Bulls leading by 6. To the right side. Rose passes to Jay. And there's the call on Chandler. Chicago making a switch here. McDermott's check. The Grizzlies. Jeff Green. He's checked in for Chandler. Adams comes in for Lee. And Cole subbed in for Mike Conley. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Jay's checked in for Gasol. Gibson comes in for Luol Deng. Mirotic is in for Butler. And Tony Snell subbed in for Rose. The Bulls have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Jay, defended by Gasol. Here's Jay. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 11-point game. Green left side. Turner with a screen on Gibson. From deep, Green. Chicago grabs the miss.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Pass to Jay. To stop the drought, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Cole. Gasol, a screen on Gibson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
And they're knocking down that mid-range jumper so far.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Derrick Rose is checked in for the Bulls. He feeds it to Mirotic. There's the pass to Jay. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the wing. Tries again. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play.
And both free throws good from Gibson. Here's Cole. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of the game. Outside, Green. This all setting the pick for Green. Here's Cole. From outside, off the mark.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Jay, guarded by Green. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Mirotic and the Bulls with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Cole dishes to Green. Here's Cole. Almost, but it rolls out.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the throwdown.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
The Bulls have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. That's good from Jay. Grizzlies shooting a pretty cool 37% from the floor in the second. Not what they're looking for. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And it's Turner off the drive, and the shot is good.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Rose kicks to Mirotic. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Adams. An absolutely remarkable shot at the buzzer.
Was it ever? It doesn't get any better than that, fellas. Woo! The depth.
And so we wrap up the first half. Bulls out front, up 10. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?